totally didn't drop right there, but we're still live. We're good.
Oh, Jesus Christ. It's already beginning.
Yeah, no, it's fine. Huh?
I was watching. The entire intro didn't get broadcasted.
Where did it
Sweet.
start? Where
That
did
was
it
a
start?
rehearsal.
It started when you said we totally dropped there.
Hello. Hello.
Hello.
And welcome to
The
DoomsDay
Bun
Podcast! Exclamation point.
Question mark.
Oh. With Pierce and Reed. I'm Pierce.
I'm Reed.
He's Reed.
Damn, we're having some problems tonight.
No, we're not. Everything's fine. Really doesn't want me on it.
That's incredible. Is there an apply button? Stop giving me notifications and move.
So the sun.
The sun.
Is it real? No.
It's not?
No, it's not.
Holy shit. Alright, I guess we're done.
It's actually the moon. And the moon is also fake. It's just a projection. Alright, have a good night.
Alright. That was incredibly easy.
Yep, solved it. One and done.
I've changed settings. I have no idea if it will help. I just lowered the amount of data we're broadcasting.
With the stream or for me getting on the Wi-Fi?
No, for the stream.
Okay,
I can't help you with the Wi-Fi. I have no idea. I can check.
That's fair.
I can.
It's okay. I'm just gonna sit here and keep hitting the Wi-Fi on and off until it works. Then if it doesn't,
imagine if it was like at the bottom and you see the like scroll down or something.
There's only 3 displayed. Probably shouldn't read those out loud. We are locked safe in the bunker and we do not have internet access.
I dead ass have a router. Above you over there, above us right here, and above us over there.
That's how the government surveils us, you fool.
No, that's my Google.
You fool.
You have the Google phone.
He rebuilt the whole internet from scratch.
I did. I constructed it. That's why it's pretty shit these days.
I really think you could do better.
I don't know about that one. I'm just a salary man who wants to do less than is required.
I love celery.
All right. Well, tonight we're talking about
The sun.
The sun.
Question mark.
Is there more than one? Is it even real? I guess maybe.
What's in it?
That would be the main topic. Additionally, some alien news.
Oh.
And additionally, are we headed for Plague 2?
Oh, Jesus Christ.
The return.
Was that on the list you sent me?
It's the very last topic on there.
Damn it.
Which means I'll just start out and I'll talk about the alien stuff because it's pretty small. And then we can move to the main topic. But Watertown, New York. My coworker actually works remote there. I should have got him in, bro. I should have got him on the call.
Call him.
No, I'm not going to do that.
All right.
He's probably busy working after hours for some reason.
Give him a break.
That's why he makes more money than me, I guess. Watertown, New York. Alien hotspot? Question mark. Recently, a UFO landed there.
What?
In the open.
And people just saw it?
Literally, yes. There's actually a police video. I might be able to find it.
Police video.
So the UFO just lands in what appears to be a residential, like midtown field. You know, just like a big patch of grass in front of like an apartments complex, maybe. And it's just all caution taped off from a really big perimeter with like people in hazmat suits and a bunch of like first responder vehicles and stuff. So I don't know. It seemed kind of wacky. Let me see.
I would love to Google this. I'll do it here.
Aliens, upstate New York. Let's see if this is gonna give me.
How come upstate New York is all the aliens? That's fucked up.
That's a great question. I don't want to like you on Facebook. Get out of here.
Wait, is this from last year?
I don't think so.
The only results I'm getting are from 2021, but I don't know what you're looking at. love that I am getting targeted ads for homeless shelters.
Are you really?
I didn't know they had targeted ads for homeless shelters.
You'd be surprised the amount of homeless people that have phones.
I work in a library. I get the gist.
That's where my next question is going to be.
Yeah.
Where do they
That makes
charge
sense.
them? The library. Yeah. Well, apparently I can't find the video.
God damn it.
Sorry, it's pretty uneventful anyways. It's like literally like the most generic flying saucer ever, and it's really small too. Like it actually looks like somebody could have just made it and threw it out there and were like filming some home movie or some shit. That could be it, but apparently this town is like a hotspot, or this area of New York is a hotspot for UFO sightings, and there's actually a park there that is known to have portals in it that teleport you randomly to other areas in the park.
Oh, only in the park.
Yeah, it will shift your location in the park, which is kind of wacky.
I'm into that.
Yeah.
We ought to go.
Okay, let's just rip on over to New York.
Well, we don't have to do it right now, but sometime. Hey, I have something I just thought of.
Okay.
I saw a UFO recently.
Did you really?
Yeah. There's something that was flying that I could not identify.
That's insane.
Yeah. It's just, on my... This beautiful little bright light there, and then next second it was just gone.
Could have been the Mantis people.
Could have been the Mantis people.
That would have been cool.
I'd be lying if I didn't immediately worry that it was the Mantis people.
They're coming. We know they know that we know that they know that we know.
Was that what you killed over here?
No, that was a peed. There's no peed aliens. I would unalive if there was peed aliens.
Yeah, they don't alive you.
That's probably true as well. But continuing on to the main topic, 2 suns? Question mark.
2 suns.
What's happening, gamers? It's wacky. It's wacky out there.
Crazy how many suns this guy has.
I've got suns everywhere.
Suns
You can't stop me.
ears.
So 2 suns, maybe. There's a theory. There's a few theories, right?
Mm-hmm.
We have to go back to the flat Earth for the first theory. All right. So
Let's crack this up.
I'm gonna try to talk about this without laughing about this one because it's fucking dumb.
No,
The firmament.
believe it. Yes.
It's back. Remember the lid on the Earth?
Yeah, I'm familiar.
The big dome.
Mhm.
Okay, so our main sun is inside of that, right? It's within the atmosphere of the Earth. Normal star things.
Can we call it Jerry for convenience?
The firmament or the sun?
The sun.
Okay.
The first sun.
First sun is Jerry.
Thank you.
And there is another one now.
Leopold.
Leopold and Jerry.
Yeah.
Yeah, so the main sun that's always been trapped in the firmament is there, and now there is a second one that's showing up in videos like it dead ass is. Like I'm not making that up. It's crazy.
Show the class.
But is it man-made? Did somebody create this sun?
Dr. Octopus.
The theory is China made it.
It's Dr. Octopus.
Let's see. I don't know why it has to be inside of the flat Earth, but yeah, it is a thing.
If the Earth is flat, does that mean it's also a box? Cube. Just thinking out loud.
2 suns?
That's 2 suns. 2.
Yes.
Look, you can see Jerry,
Count them.
Leopold.
Count them out. One of the really interesting ones that I saw was a video, which I'll probably not be able to find now. I should have just saved all these. Well, now it was actually so this one is the within the atmosphere 2 suns theory for the firmament. It's a commercial airline and the 2 pilots, and they're recording themselves recording the clouds underneath them because there is a giant ball of light underneath the clouds that they're flying over, and then there is still the normal sun because it is daytime. And it's like, what is it? Who's doing it?
Where was that at? That they were flying?
In the air.
Well, you got me there.
Could you believe that?
Where in the world, geographically?
I have no idea.
This is the kind of thing I would love to Google.
That's true. But this has been a reoccurring phenomenon in like it's been very frequent as of late, I guess. There's been a lot of reportings, a lot of pictures and stuff that are like relevant to recently of people seeing two suns either under the clouds or just two on opposite sides, or a sun that isn't our sun in the atmosphere because there are visible planets around it, which you can't see planets during the daytime. But this sun has planets.
Counterpoint.
Yes.
Earth.
Fuck. That's crazy. Holy shit. Alright, you got me. Alright, we're done. We're done here.
Good night, folks. Stay safe.
So that's the firmament bullshit.
What if it's a weapons test?
It definitely could be.
Big flash of light.
It could be man-made, right?
Yeah.
There is plenty of artificial sun laboratories that just exist now.
Dr. Octopus?
They're not that cool, I guess.
Dr. Octopus, I would not say is cool necessarily.
They're like 30 billion light bulbs that are all directed at like one point.
It's pretty bright.
Yeah. I watched a video example of them like lighting a sausage on fire with like 3 of the light bulbs turned on of the entire array.
So it's like a really, really powerful hydroponic system.
Or a microwave.
Or not hydroponic. A grow light.
Yeah.
Grow light. A microwave.
Microwave.
Microwave. Damn, you're smart.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. It's crazy. There's a few of those. Allegedly, maybe China just has a sun that they release out of its cage every once in a while.
Just so it can have some enrichment time.
Right. The theory behind that China has a fake sun is, why was it so hot in the summer last year when everybody's shoes were melting and they were hiding in caves and stuff, and China was like, I'll just turn the power off so that everybody doesn't have AC. Why did they do that? That's crazy.
To power the sun.
Maybe, though. That's insane. We're getting to the bottom of it here. But yeah, that was a theory because it was so dummy hot in China last year, or this year during the summer.
What if it was just climate change?
You bring up a great point. What if the reason for climate change is because there's two suns? So now we're extra hot.
Eat that shit, Al Gore.
Yeah.
You son of a bitch.
There's two suns, so it's too hot.
You two hot suns.
Fuck. So, what do you think about that?
It's pretty crazy.
Oh, shit. Yeah. Alright.
I've been trying to think of a Tucson, Arizona joke this entire time. I can't.
You could, yeah.
Justin, you got anything? A Tucson, Arizona joke? Or anything else?
Just him coming out of his cage and doing just fine. Holy shit, that's incredible.
Yeah,
Thanks,
because I
Shelby.
wanna know. Aw, you can look at the chat too. I can't do that. God damn it. I am doing this podcast analog.
That's fair.
We have to.
You still don't have the internet?
No.
Oh my god. So what if the second sun isn't just vibing on Earth, right?
What if it's off Earth?
What if it's off Earth? What if it's in the exact opposite orbit path of Earth around the main sun? So the second sun orbits the main sun, but it's opposite of us, right? So it's always you can't
Conveniently, we cannot
you can
see
never
it.
see it.
It's like how the moon's always in the same spot.
Exactly. Yes, exactly like the moon.
What is the moon if not the sun of the night?
Exactly. So it's in an exact opposite orbit, or maybe not exact opposite. There's a little bit of deviation. So every once in a while,
You get a little
you
glimpse
can
of
see
it.
a little peak, like, oh, here I am. I'm the sun. And then it gets really fucking hot.
So the key is we got to figure out what that interval is, so we can record the sun peeking through.
Yeah.
Second sun.
Yeah.
Leopold.
Yeah. Well, here's the thing, right? In 2018, there was an FBI raid on a sun observatory, right? This was in
I
Washington.
mean the Earth.
What?
We can observe the Earth or the sun anywhere at this point. It's always there.
Shit, you're right.
Not the poles during the winter.
You got me there, Justin Kip.
Yeah.
You got me there.
That's
All
insane.
right, go on.
Okay, so the FBI raided this sun observatory.
Yeah.
No warning, Black Hawk helicopters, the full thing, just invaded in the middle of the day. And I think they occupied the facility for a whole week. And then they made everybody on staff, because they raided during normal operation hours. So it was fully staffed, and this is a huge place. And they just made everybody sign a non-disclosure agreement that they were even there, but obviously that nobody followed that because we know what happened, right?
Are those people dead?
I
the rats.
I don't know, right? But they never gave an official cause of why they raided the Sun Observatory, other than that there was an employee who was misusing the internet. I'm sorry, I can misuse the internet fucking anywhere.
That's true.
You don't have to shut down a whole facility because of it. And it's not like a government. It's not a government funded or government sponsored scientific observatory of any kind. So the excuse of maybe it was some kind of national security breach because they're misusing the internet on government computers or some shit. That's not possible. It's not. It's a privately owned institution, right? So that makes no sense.
Imagine misusing the internet so bad there's a government squad sent to shut you down.
It's pretty nuts. But why did they shut down a sun observatory? It's a daytime sun observatory because most other
The sun turns
astrology stuff,
Astrology?
astronomy.
Okay.
Yeah, astronomy. Yeah. Astronomy is observing distant bodies during the night. But this is a daytime sun observatory because the sun's only out during the day. That's why it's day.
It's pretty close.
Bet you didn't know that.
That's so true, Pierce.
Bet you
It's so true.
Bet you didn't know that.
What?
Less than eclipse.
That's also
That's true.
Gosh.
Wowzers.
Then you can see the planets during the day.
You can because it's dark enough.
Mm-hmm.
This dude's
Thinking
fucking smart.
thinking emoji. But yes, they didn't let them observe the sun anymore for a week period. Why?
What was the sun doing?
Right, exactly. We don't know because they weren't allowed to observe it. That's the problem.
What were they doing to the sun?
What was happening at the sun? Was there something in front of the sun that we weren't supposed to be seeing? Is there something that the sun was doing that we weren't supposed to be seeing? He was smiling that day or some shit? Why? Why were we not allowed to look?
Did they inject something into the sun?
That would have been crazy.
Changing the battery in the light bulb.
Oh
That's,
my god.
it might just be that simple.
Changing the light bulb.
It could be.
What if all of sun science is an elaborate ruse to protect us from the knowledge that there's just a light bulb in there? And there's just some guy who has to fly up every now and then and change it out.
Or if we're just a big terrarium for the lizard people.
I think that's...
It sure could be.
I mean,
That's what the firmament is.
we're definitely that for the mantises.
So, but regardless, that happened. That doesn't make any sense.
No, it doesn't.
Okay, that's neat.
Can we call that dude you know in New York now?
Hmm?
Can we call that dude you know in New York
I'm
now?
not going to do that.
Damn it, I want to do it.
I'm not going to do that.
It'd
But
be fun.
the idea behind that was that they were potentially trying to protect us from kind of knowledge that it was going to start becoming way hotter than it already was in 2018, right? They were going to hide it, or they were hiding the truth that it was related to the heat waves and shit, and now it's just unexpected, wow, it's really fucking hot now.
Is this all just an elaborate ruse to keep our eye off the ball of global warming? Climate change, because this is starting to sound like it's just a ruse to keep us from thinking about climate change.
I don't know.
Or is the second sun the ball of global warming?
Right, exactly. Yeah, the second sun is the cause.
Oh, you took my metaphor.
It just
God damn it.
It just showed up. The sun be vibing, right?
I do like it when the sun vibes.
So the weird compounding part of this is that it's not the first time two suns have been circulated knowledge, right? There's Mesoamerican paintings, cave paintings of there just being two suns. There are just two.
Oh yeah, Shelby commented on that as well.
Is there?
What you
Is there a comment from Shelby?
We'll have to be.
Ancient
able to see.
cultures around the world have mythology centered around two suns existing before the moon. Maybe we just started reinventing the old ways. Or reverting to old ways. Yes, exactly. The second son was just on vacation, and now he's back.
Now he's back, baby.
That's crazy.
Better than ever.
But, right, like, why'd they paint two suns? There's not two!
Maybe they just don't want us to know the second one because the second one's kind of shy.
It's shy.
It hasn't been around in a while.
Damn, okay.
It's a little nervous.
That's crazy.
It's got a big comeback to make. It wants to do it right.
Yeah. I can imagine that's exactly what it is.
Look, I'm just trying to be optimistic here because the alternative is much worse.
It sure is. But what if there was a solution to the alternative? What if we lived underground?
We do in the
Doomsday bunker.
Fuck, you're right.
Yeah, I know. I'm pretty smart like that.
What if many people were allowed to live underground in a self-sustaining environment?
Can we choose them?
I don't know how that's gonna work.
Like, I don't want any jerks in there.
Right.
Maybe
So
like a sign that says no jerks.
no jerks allowed in my underground museum.
Yeah. All right, go on.
There's a man named Stefan Suarez. He is trying to build a gigantic multi-story, I think it's like 40 stories underground, an inverted pyramid into the ground that is going to have like recreational sections on the bottom, museums, parks, all that stuff. The middle section of the pyramid is going to be all housing, and the top level is supposed to be the business area. So like you can kind of have like.
So unless you're gonna start building bridges, not walls. Wink, wink.
No, build the walls.
No.
Oh, yeah, right. Yeah, you're right.
The only solution is obviously an inverted underground pyramid.
Yeah, I mean that's worked before, right?
With recreational facilities and places to do business.
Yeah. Would you live in the underground pyramid?
No. I would never leave this bunker.
Oh God, you're right. See, the worry behind this, right, is what if he's in on something? What if he knows? What if climate change is real and the surface is going to be actually uninhabitable in, say, like the next 40 years or so?
Climate change isn't real. Don't worry about it.
You're right. That's why it's 75 degrees in November in the north.
It's just one of those years, you know.
It's just wacky.
It's just
here.
the fifth one of those years we've had in a row.
Yeah.
What if it's just?
It's not a trend.
What if it's just a Bass Pro Shops that fell? You know the big.
Those
Bass
are triangles, aren't those are pyramids, aren't
There
they?
is a giant pyramid Bass Pro Shop in where is
Memphis,
that?
Tennessee.
Memphis, Tennessee. Isn't it bigger than the Giza pyramids of Giza?
I don't
Is that
know
true?
about that, but it used to be a basketball
God,
arena.
I fucking hope
It
so.
used to be a basketball arena, and then it flooded so much that they moved out, and then.
Then Bass Pro Shops moved in.
Yep.
I mean, yeah, they are equipped to deal with the water, aren't they?
They would know.
That's
They would know what to
crazy.
do with it.
I hate that.
Sorry, I'm looking up the specs on this. I
The,
gotta
the specs on the Bass Pro Shop
I
here.
want to know if it's bigger than the pyramids of Giza. Okay, it's 321 feet. Oh, I want
The
the
biggest.
top dog.
Yeah, isn't it just
The
called the
Great
Great Pyramid? Yeah, that one. It's such an iconic name.
Let me see. 449.5 feet.
So they're pretty close.
Get it together, Bass Pro Shop. They're beating ya. Sucks. Bass Pro Shop needed a win.
There's nothing stopping them from building another one underground.
Underground,
the surface is
inverted.
uninhabitable. God, I hope they build a giant, like, weird void cavern underneath it where they can have, like, a mountain range and a lake.
I was gonna say, where would they fish? At the end of the world underground.
They can just dig another hole.
That's true.
Or no, they just dig down to the hollow earth. And then we all live inside that.
That's assuming that we're welcome in the Hollow Earth.
Right, you're
How many
absolutely
stories was
right.
the inverted pyramid?
What was that?
It's like 40 some, I don't know.
Okay, if it gets higher than 45, it'll be bigger than the Great Pyramid.
Let's fucking go.
Stefan's gonna get there. I can feel it. This dude knows what's up.
So,
Does he have an email address? We could talk to him.
oh god. I would say the final piece of the puzzle here, or final idea, final concept
Yeah.
relating to this exact topic is, what if the internal sun in the hollow earth is peeking out and reflecting off the firmament. Not underground, right? It's shining out of some hole in the North Pole or Antarctica or somewhere, you know, where all the entrances to the hollow earth always are that don't exist for some reason conveniently anymore.
Of course.
It's shining out of those and nobody's noticing.
Except us.
Right, except for the people that are noticing.
And whoever took this picture.
Incredible photography.
It is incredible photography.
Shout out to that guy.
Shout out to Snopes.com/fact-check/Hunter's Moon 2 Suns. Hey,
Yo,
Snopes.
fact checkers?
Hey, well, what did they come up with? Did they have? Was it real? Is it a real sun? It's Snopes.
I don't know.
They check the facts.
It's literally their job.
It's literally.
False.
God damn it!
What if the government owns them and they don't want us to know there's two suns? They already shut down the Sun Observatory.
You got that.
For why? For whomst?
And they got Snopes. God damn it! Snopes is down.
Snopes didn't go to space. They don't know anything.
That's so true. They really don't know jack shit, do they?
I'm glad that two paleontologists got the geofront reference that totally wasn't being like dangled in front of everybody's face there.
I don't know.
Hmm?
I don't get it either.
It's Tokyo 3.
Oh, doy.
Where the entire movie of End of Evangelion happens.
You're right.
How'd they get a ship down there? You ever think about that? That Unit 2 breaks a battleship in half, and it's like, how the fuck did they get that in underground?
That is one of the least ridiculous things to happen in that franchise. I don't even think it registered.
I just thought about that because there's so much other chaotic shit going on at that moment. It's like, yeah, no, there's this battleship there. Why the fuck not? It's underground.
They dug a hole.
They had to have put it on an elevator.
Or they brought it down piece by piece and built it underground.
That's insane.
Like Johnny Cash.
That's insane.
Stealing a car piece by piece.
Wowzers.
Wowzers. Tristan, what do you have to say?
Yeah.
Wowzers.
Any thoughts on Two Sons? Have you ever seen Two Sons?
You ever seen Two Sons?
I mean, I have two brothers.
Lamau. That's exactly. So technically, your parents have greater than or equal to two sons.
That's wow. When you put it like that, the
That's-
universe is magical.
That's math, baby. Let's go.
I never knew math could be so useful.
But like realistically, I mean, the Earth is getting wacky hot, and there is a lot more like weird shit going on and weird shit showing up in like the atmosphere. So like, the fact that it could just be like also some alien observatory, because those always end up like one of the common archetypes of UFO is like a fireball, right? There's
going back to the Bible.
There's no limitations on the size, right? I've never seen the definitive guide to alien fireballs before. So
We should write that book.
I was gonna say we should kickstart that bad boy. We can get that.
So what if it's a medium-sized one in our atmosphere, which is why it shows up like under clouds and stuff? Or what if there's a big one far out observing us, and that's why it looks like there's two suns in the solar system?
What if this is a Star Wars tie-in? What if they're promoting Star Wars?
Oh, because there's two suns on Tatooine. Yeah.
How do you know this isn't Disney?
Disney bought the simulation.
They've
got the money for it.
Constructed it.
They've got the money for it.
They gotta bring back Walt somehow.
Walt's probably the one who did it. He's probably in his little freezer down there
Walt was an alien the
with
whole
his
time.
iPhone. Walt Disney's frozen him using an iPhone to
Typing up more Nazi propaganda.
Yeah, to fund the construction of another sun for mysterious purposes.
Holy shit. Yeah. But two suns, everybody. Can you fucking believe that?
I do.
Believe it.
Believe it.
I was reviewing the captions for some of the other Doomsday Bunker podcasts the other day.
Just
captions? The description. So description and title. I was editing description and title, right? Just to match the current format right now. And one of the descriptions, I can't even remember what the fucking topic was, but it's even Naruto wouldn't believe it. That was dead ass.
Wait,
The
I kind
description.
of remember that. What? Fuck, what was that?
I don't remember what episode that was, but I think it was like Hollow Earth.
I was gonna say this sounds like a Hollow
It's
Earth.
either Hollow Earth or Flat Earth because we had two videos, right?
I mean, they were very special.
You only did like 7 episodes.
I believe it.
It's crazy. All right, circling back to the actual topics that I picked out.
Yep.
China.
Jen.
There's some wacky stuff going on. Can you believe it? Wacky stuff in China? That's never happened before. It's a first. It's a first time.
Damn.
A first. So, malls and airports and anywhere there's a large scale population, very public places jammed full of people, randomly getting shut down and military invasion into that and evacuating why, right? Usually it's just military personnel, military uniforms. They're armed, they're pointing guns at people, and because that's a typical thing in China, I guess, is to point guns at people.
That is generally what the military does.
The description was flat Earth.
Okay.
Thank you.
Flat Earth, okay.
That makes sense.
But in some instances, they're wearing hazmat suits, and
Safety first.
they're quarantining people that don't make it out of the area in their undescript timeline, and they're held for questioning. But they have no idea what's going on because the military just evacuated the building. Right?
They're doing this in malls like, how'd they get those sweet deals?
So to add on to that, simultaneously, there are military squads wearing hazmat suits walking down the streets spraying chemicals all over the place again. Again, right? Because they did the
When
same...
did they do it before?
When COVID started, and they were trying to disinfect society, just as a whole.
So you're telling me there's another place?
There could be.
I hate that.
Right, and they're just like, maybe that's why they're shutting down really big like population centers, because they might be trying to like see if anybody has something, right? Testing everybody. Because I don't really see the purpose of walking down the streets and fogging them up with chemicals wearing hazmat suits for no reason.
Yeah, that's why we have chemtrails.
Exactly. To heat up the earth to help the two suns.
Jesus, this is a really big all these, they just stack on top of each other.
They do.
Fuck.
But outside of the videos of the raids and the...
You got video?
It shouldn't be that hard to find.
Show the video. Show the class.
But like, there's no explanation. Could you believe that the Chinese government isn't explaining what's going on?
Yeah. I still do not have Wi-Fi.
You ever forget how to spell Chinese?
I forget how to spell frequently.
Is it actually like impossible to find this now?
It's been scrubbed. You got too close to the truth.
New video shows armed guards at Chinese airport. That's a CNN coverage. I really don't want to play this. I'd rather just see the video. Oh god, is it auto playing? It's not.
No. Damn.
Okay, let me check to make sure that we're not broadcasting desktop audio. We're not. Okay.
Not broadcasting. Come on, what's first gonna happen? They're gonna pull us?
They could. This is the airport with the hazmat guards. I don't know what's gonna be shown in this.
This could be graphic.
It literally could be anything.
But not due to violence. Interesting.
Yep.
Is this
Okay, alright. Yeah, so they're just there. What the fuck?
Get that shit out of here.
I don't need to translate to English. It's in English.
Those are some. That's a fancy riot shield.
Yeah. And they basically, anybody that questioned them, what they're doing is basically just like yelled at. Like,
that's it?
Yeah.
Only yelled at?
yeah,
That's not too bad.
yeah. Apparently the people that were questioning the most were tourists trying to get home because it's an airport. Right, and they're just making everybody leave. Like, get out. It's crazy. Why? why they do it. Meanwhile
in China.
exactly
Damn.
that. Yeah. So
they heard us.
they're doing that. Malls, airports, and then they're just gassing the streets. The clip I saw of the street gassing was actually really interesting too, because they have like a leader of the gas squad that's holding a flag. Like it's like
ceremonially.
It's like some like
Use your words.
what was that one war? The Civil War?
What was that one war? Damn it, Pierce.
Holy shit. Yeah.
You went to college, Pierce, god damn you.
Not for history.
Clearly.
I'm sorry, there's
What
no-
about the Civil War?
They had, like the band players and the flag wavers and all that shit for no reason. Or to hype up the dudes. Right? The hype
man.
Well, what does the flag do? You know what team you're on, dumbass. They're color coordinated. Fuck. Imagine being colorblind in the Civil War. Holy shit.
Well, I mean, then you probably tell who's who by who's shooting at you versus who's not. Would be my guess.
I suppose. What side of the field you're standing on waiting to get shot? Wow, they really did wars wacky back then. Sorry, I couldn't think of this. I couldn't think of the Civil War because there's no fake characters from the Civil War.
This fuck.
Agreed if you watch Fate yet.
No.
Oh my god.
No, I'm sorry, I don't like it.
It's so good.
I will watch the movies with you, but I can't do this.
Holy shit.
Unless they give Alexander the Great a spin-off. Then I'll watch it.
There's a story. There's an anime exclusively about adult Waver trying to match his ways and be like good to society, and he like talks to his own fucking like pocket square of Alexander's like cape that he snags at the end of Zero, the whole fucking time.
They made a show about that?
Yeah, it's called like El Mello or the 2's Case File Rail Zeppelin. It has a name. It has a name, that's for sure.
I'm glad it does because you did not tell me it. You just said a lot of words and hoped they were right.
It's dead ass what it's called. It's like it's not Fate, but it's in that same universe, right? There's no Holy Grail war happening. There's no servants or anything, kind of. It's literally just like Waver solving spooky riddles. Like, my house is haunted, please come help, and he shows up and he like solves the mystery. He's like a supernatural detective.
How is there there's so much of this fucking thing? Jesus.
If you're a character in Fate, you probably have a spin-off show.
What? Why?
Or you have at least some kind of spin-off
Why?
you do.
What was that called? The
Lord
words?
Melioli 2 Case Files Rail Zeppelin.
Why? Oh, yeah. There's.
It's like kind of what it's called, right?
It says it's a special.
There is an anime, and then there's a movie that came out on New Year's this year.
I can't believe it. Real Zeppelin.
Yeah.
Real Zeppelin.
It's
Don't
really-
mind if I do.
There's a haunted like train in it.
Yeah.
And so
You got my
that's the
attention.
Rail Zeppelin. Because Zeppelin isn't like a balloon or anything; it's a train, right?
Have you? Well, they said it's a rail Zeppelin.
Yeah.
What is a Zeppelin if not the train of the skies?
Yeah,
What is a train if not the Zeppelin of the rails?
you're right.
So you're telling me that Alexander the Great motherfucker's in this thing?
He's pseudo in it.
That's not good enough. That's not good enough.
If you don't like Fate because you don't like the way that like the plot is structured, or like it's like about fights and like Monster of the Week shit,
It's
like
just not for me.
this is like a completely different tone shift, because it's literally like it's like Scooby-Doo with Waver. He takes his gang and he hates his life because he's working a job that he doesn't want to be working,
Aren't we all?
and he has like a pet servant that's like not a servant because Fate lore is ridiculous.
Yeah, I got that impression pretty quickly.
So she's not a servant. She's a human, but is a clone of Saber. But she wields the weapon that King Arthur allegedly had, the lance of Rhongomyniad that he killed his son with or whatever. You know, King Arthur lore.
Excalibur?
No. Excalibur is the sword, Rhongomyniad is the lance.
Excuse me.
King Arthur abandoned Excalibur for his final fights and took up a lance and a horse to kill people with, I guess. I don't know. It's more convenient, it's longer, I guess.
I would have just gone with the horse.
Yeah, that's fair. But they turned the weapon into a small talking magical cube that she carries around in a bird cage, and he just like wants to fight everybody. It's a show. There's an arc like exclusively about like finding a stray cat outside the college that they live at.
Do they?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's an incredible show. It's so good.
It sounds okay to me.
Yeah, it's wacky. It makes no sense. It's better than the Magical Girl spinoff.
There's a Magic Girl spinoff?
It's a Magical Girl spinoff. It's about Ilya. Or you probably don't know who that
I
is.
was gonna say who the fuck. I don't know any of these
It's
people.
Kirinsky's daughter.
Yeah, that does not help.
Holy crap.
This anime shit's rotting your brains.
I know historical figures because of it at least.
Yeah, I guess that's
It's
true.
really dumb.
This dude looks different in this show. Wow.
Well, he's an adult.
That's true.
Not
He
like-
is taller.
Not like 16.
That's true. Damn.
He's jaded and depressed and a heavy smoker. You know,
I could have guessed that would be his fate.
as you
No pun intended.
as you do, as you be. Yeah.
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 That was all the topics I'd written down. What's your Elon slander you wanted to go off about?
I just think he's a chump. That's all. I just want to say Elon Musk, chump.
Explain.
That dude flushed $44 billion down the toilet to buy a popular website and destroy it in about a week flat.
You can't destroy Twitter. It was never stable.
I mean, the manner in which he destabilized it is pretty unique, I think.
Okay, what do you mean by destabilize?
His first move, fire everybody. And we're not going to give him a reason. We're just going to send a mass email.
Okay,
And
you mean about the organization itself, not like the actual like application.
I don't know jack shit about how technology works. I just know that dude's a chump.
Gotcha.
Also, I think it's funny that he got in a Twitter fight with Stephen King, and he haggled the price of the verification thingy down to $8, and then just kept it at that for some reason.
Buying verification is kind of weird.
It does, it doesn't really make sense.
And I believe it's you still get labeled as if you obtained your verification through actually being like a recognized person of society with like a following. Like it labels you like gained verification through being Twitter Blue, yeah.
Which
you just
kinda,
gotta click on the check mark and it tells you
it
everything.
kind of defeats the purpose of the whole idea of verification, which is, just to say this is the person that they say they are.
Right.
If the rationale for it was we want to get rid of the elitism, the popularity contest of it all, he just made it a literal popularity contest that you actually have to enter money to win.
So it's Twitter, but you pay for it.
It's yes, and I'm sorry, the only appeal of Twitter is that it's free. That's it. Everything else is a liability. Twitter has actively damaged me, my mental health, and the mental health of millions around the world. Why would I pay Elon Musk $8 for it?
Maybe there'll be a class action lawsuit at some point that we can all just sign up for because we're Twitter account members. One just got launched against Steam this week.
Why?
Because they control the market and they hide the actual price of the games to like upcharge people.
You mean like crimes?
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
You know, Elon Musk just did a crime today too. I mean, probably one of many.
Okay.
But it was,
What's the public one, I guess?
The public one is he said you can't no longer work from home if you're an employee of Twitter. You have to work in an office for a minimum of 40 hours a week. And that's all well and good. I mean, I think it sucks, but it's all well and good. But the problem is it's in their contracts that they don't have to. So him rescinding that with absolutely zero notice does open him up to lawsuits from Twitter employees.
That's fair.
He's just flying by the seat of his pants.
They can probably sue him for enough money to where they wouldn't really need to work anyways at that point. I mean, I understand. There's no way in hell I'm ever going back to an office.
Why would you?
All right.
It's 2022.
Yeah.
There's no reason for it.
It's yeah.
See when you can get on the goddamn Wi-Fi.
I mean, yeah. I mean, I can. Also, I wouldn't be able to go to work anyways because like my job is like multiple states away, so it'd be really tricky.
That's true. It's tough to work in a doomsday bunker.
Yeah. Traffic's crazy.
Traffic's crazy down here. Just the two of us. And Justin.
And Justin.
Hi, Justin.
I'm the void.
You are.
The boy. No, you're the boy. You're my boy.
I'm the PA system.
That's you.
You know what's crazy?
What's crazy?
Now that we're just vibing like we usually end the streams with,
Yes, what's up?
the Japanese fans are not excited for Godzilla Zero.
Why?
Apparently, the director is actually just shit,
Shit, in what way?
as in produces terrible content.
Ah, that's never stopped a Godzilla movie from being great before.
I actually looked at like his Wikipedia, and like he only does live action anime adaptations and commercials.
Now, in fairness, all Anno did was anime and live action anime adaptations.
It's fair, but they were good ones.
Yeah. I'm unfamiliar with this dude's work, but I had heard good things when it was announced, at least from the circles I run in online.
Right. Apparently, the only thing he's ever done that was worth a damn was the Always Sunny movie thing, whatever the hell it was called. Sunset on Second Street or whatever.
Always Sunset on 3rd Street.
Yeah,
you were so close.
Yeah. Lord E. Meliolius Case Files Rail Zeppelin, you know?
Oh wait, and then there's Always Sunset on 3rd Street 2, and Always Sunset on 3rd Street 64. As in the year 64.
Right.
Not like they just skipped ahead 63 entries.
Right.
Not like the Mario, like the Nintendo 64 either.
Hey, and this movie won 12 prizes at the 2006 Japanese Academy Awards.
Yeah, but I don't think any of his other works besides like that franchise was like worth anything to anybody.
Take a look. He had a movie out this year, but it doesn't have a Wikipedia page. Stand By Me, Doraemon 2.
Apparently, that's Doraemon is fucking like AIDS. Apparently.
Really? I thought it was a movie, not a virus. Hey, is this on Netflix? Ah, damn it, Asian Netflix. Son of a bitch. How am I supposed to determine if this man is worthy of directing My Beautiful Green Boy?
Yeah, so...
Oh, he made that CG Lupin movie.
So apparently the entire plot of Godzilla Zero leaked already.
I heard it's a post-war set.
Yeah,
That's
which
pretty much all
which explains why it never got like discovered being filmed, because the entire movie is going to be like green screen and CGI, because World War II era Japan just doesn't naturally exist outside that they can film.
Yeah.
But if the plot is the plot that leaked, it's gonna be like probably the worst fucking movie ever. It's bad.
The worst movie ever, or the worst Godzilla movie ever? Well, even that's probably impossible.
Yes, both.
By this point.
Yeah, yes.
We've
both.
already had several extraordinarily terrible Godzilla movies.
That's fair. This will be down there with them, I guess. Yeah.
Look, is it not, good and right that we alternate good and bad Godzilla movies? We just had a really, really great, top of the line, awesome Toho Godzilla movie. it makes sense that the next one could suck. That's just called balance, baby.
I guess.
We even had we had 2 halfway decent American ones in there too.
King of the Monsters is really good. Godzilla vs. Kong is still like hit or miss.
It's fun.
I'd be curious to see what Godzilla and Kong will be like. That's the official title for the movie announced today.
Really?
Yeah.
That's exciting.
Sequel to Godzilla vs. Kong is Godzilla and Kong.
Buddy cop movie.
It's
I'm extremely down for that. I forgot that there was that TV show for Apple
it's
Plus
coming out next year, yeah.
and I forgot that it's like Matt Fraction, the comic book writer, making it, which is bizarre to me, but I trust that guy. Like, why not?
Yeah, that's coming out next year. And
Can't wait to
then
play it.
Godzilla 0 comes out after that, and then early 2024 is when Godzilla and Kong comes out. So it's going to be like a lot of live action media like stacked against each other.
That makes sense. They have an anniversary coming up.
60, it will be 69 next year.
Nice. And the year after.
70,
When the American one comes out, because they can't let Toho have anything nice anymore.
I guess.
Fuck those guys. Hey, going back to the director who Yamazaki, Lupin the Third, the First, the CG animated Lupin movie. That one was really well liked, and it only came out 3 years ago. So he's had some hits, although it is mostly animation. I'm noticing. It's curious.
I mean, the whole movie is going to be animation.
The Toho?
Yeah. Everything's going to be CG except for the human characters.
Well, okay, it's a Godzilla movie.
There won't be like any practical sets. I mean, at least Shin Godzilla had fucking office spaces that were like real.
I like that the premise on Wikipedia is listed. The film will take place in post-war Japan between 1945 and 1947 and feature a giant monster.
At least one.
I figured, right? Like, god damn, who would have thought a Godzilla movie would have a giant monster in post-war Japan? This is unprecedented.
Yeah, well, I'm just hoping that the leaked plot isn't actually real, because it's like a third grader's like Godzilla fantasy. Like, this is my original movie. Obviously it's another origin story, because like the time frame, right?
Where did Godzilla come from? We don't know.
Oh, they didn't change that. They didn't change like the actual origin.
No, I mean, they gotta update it for audiences, Like how every 2 years we have to have another Batman origin just in case anyone forgot.
It's gonna be exactly like one of those where it's all the same characters.
I hope it's better than some of the recent Batman movies. Pierce. I was in Chicago this weekend.
Okay.
And I went to a concert at the very theater where Thomas and Martha Wayne were shot to death.
Hell yeah. Did Carly Rae Jepsen make a shout out to them?
No, she did not.
Fuck.
Although
One of the unsensitive of her.
one of my friends that I went with wore pearls to the events, and when I realized that, I was like, "Son of a bitch, this is asking for trouble," because what that gunman was going for was Martha's pearls.
These
good?
circles. There's a gnat over here. I don't know how a fucking gnat gets down here.
Gnat?
A gnat.
In our bunker?
Yeah.
You've been slacking at your housekeeping duties, Justin.
Holy shit.
I am a voice in the ceiling.
That's
You
fucked
cannot
up.
see me. I cannot sweep.
You cannot sweep?
I cannot clean up the apple cores on the floor.
Damn.
We got apples in this motherfucker?
Yeah.
Holy shit. Oh, God damn it. No. That was, I thought finally it popped up, but no, I just lost another network.
Would you like to know a character's name in the movie plot, allegedly?
Yeah.
Original character, right?
Okay.
So, no spoilers here.
Is it Batman?
Their name is Normie?
That's pretty good.
Like dead-ass Normie?
Normie, as in to let everyone know that they're normal?
Yes.
They're the everyman.
Holy shit, that actually makes so much sense.
Yeah. It's like when you watch a movie with an everyman character in the lead, and you're like, "Who's this guy?" And then one of the characters is like, "Hey, guy."
What's up, man?
What's up, Normie?
Yeah, no, that actually makes a lot of sense, but I hate it because, like, that's a terrible fucking name.
It'll be fine.
Like, hey, you normie.
I hear it every day.
Look, it's Normie. There he is. What's up, Normie?
Look at this fucking Normie.
Look at this guy out here, Norman.
You know what this series needs? Is it needs to get back that energy from specifically the moment when the guy who saw Godzilla in like World War II has that moment where he's just like staring, like having a little heart to heart.
Yeah.
And then he gets
Murdered.
yeah, brutally. We need to get that energy back. Shin, I think, had it. We need to keep investing in that energy.
When Shin Ultraman.
It's out.
It's out.
Oh shit.
Not in the US though, right?
I don't think it's gonna get a theatrical release.
Fuck.
I have it on my computer upstairs, but no, I don't. Stop listening.
I was gonna say I should see if it's on the totally legitimate site right now, and then I remembered I don't have Wi-Fi, so that won't happen.
It's on Nya.
Yeah.
Nya.
Yeah.
NYAA. It's where like all the Japanese stuff gets uploaded.
I'm familiar.
It's bad.
I'll still watch the shit out of it.
Yeah, I thought I was gonna love it because I was gonna be like, oh fuck, dude, another Anno movie. Shin Godzilla was tight. There's no way that this could just be not great.
As I understand it, he wasn't as involved in this one. It was what's his face, his partner in these things. I can't remember his name.
Higuchi,
Sure.
the guy that he's with for everything now.
The effects director is what I remember his role being on Shin Godzilla.
Yeah.
As I understand, it was more his show this time, and then Anno was leading.
I'm so nervous about Shin Kamen Rider after Shin Ultraman. I'm so nervous.
I'll watch any of this shit. I'll watch any old shit.
Well, you need to watch Black Sun.
Black Sun.
Yeah, Kamen Rider Black Sun. It just came out. It's the 50th anniversary special for Kamen Rider.
Yes, you told me about this.
Yeah, it's so good. It's like it's all practical effects and like it's not shit. I watched that and I started watching like the other Amazon-owned Kamen Rider, which is called Kamen Rider Amazon, if you could fucking believe that, and that's not amazing.
Yeah, I kind of despise that.
I kind of like hit the peak, I think, of Kamen Rider because it was like so fucking good, and then it's like, okay.
What if Normie is just short for Norman?
It's not.
How do you know? Did you ask?
Holy shit! If that character's name is Norman, that's incredible.
Normie's nuts.
Got him. Look, you're just. I know you don't understand because you're not a normie yourself, but there's nothing wrong with being a normie, Pierce.
That's fair.
There's nothing wrong with broadcasting it.
That's fair.
A normie should be a normie and proud.
Okay, so I think the reason I'm actually the most nervous is that it sounds like a Showa era film.
That's dope. Pierce, you gotta learn to love the Showa era. Literally all of those movies whip ass. All of them. And yes, I'm including Gamera. They whip ass.
Holy fuck. Those movies are a struggle to watch sometimes.
Look, you gotta meet them on their level. Like, are they gonna be up to the standards of today? Obviously not. Are they gonna be up to the standards of even, the Heisei shit? Obviously not. But if you, go, and when your mindset is, these are the people doing the best they could in, 1968 or
era, if the Godzilla suits didn't just look like Cookie Monsters.
look,
I mean, it's like
you gotta learn to love Cookie
the 54
Monster.
and 55 suits looked great for the time, right? Even 62, the Kingoji, he's starting to look more like the Showa era suits, right? But it's still all right. And then after that, it's just like, what the fuck happened? Like, they just stopped putting an effort in the Godzilla suits, but they put maximum effort into all the villain suits, right?
I don't know if it's they stopped putting effort into the Godzilla series, or they put more effort into making him look friendlier because they were targeting children more specifically with the movies, rather than, more discerning adults going to see a horror movie about the terrible nuclear holocaust they'd all just experienced. Alternatively, maybe they just left the suit in a warehouse that was too humid for a while between pictures. They got fucked up.
Well, they made so many. And they all looked terrible.
And they all put them in the same warehouse.
They all looked terrible.
I don't think they look that bad. I mean, there is a dip in the middle there, yeah. Around, what's the fucking movie called? All Monsters Attack. That one is shit.
Yeah, that suit's terrible, and they use that suit the most times. It's in Destroy All Monsters. It's the suit they use for Godzilla vs. Gigan. Like they put that suit through their fucking ringer, and it's like falling apart in Godzilla vs. Gigan.
But you know what that movie has? Gigan.
Does.
It's really fundamentally, Pierce. I can't get behind.
I like late Showa era movies.
Yeah.
Gigan, Mechagodzilla. Fine. Megalon.
Megalon's okay.
It's okay.
But it's got, what's his face?
Jet Jaguar.
Yeah. And Jet Jaguar fucks.
And it's got Gigan.
Yeah, it's got Gigan.
It's got Gigan.
It's got Gigan.
Because they're like, bro, we fucking made this monster. He's sick as hell. Let's put him in again. Let's put him in again.
And Terror of Mechagodzilla pretty much whips ass.
It
As
does.
soon as Honda gets back in there, you know you're in good hands.
It's a good ass movie for sure.
And it's just, it's hard for me to hate on a movie that features characters I love, like Gigan and shit, portrayed by men in rubber suits. That's the shit. If your movie has a giant monster in it, like compared to a movie that doesn't, I'm sorry, the one with the giant monster in it has an advantage.
That's fair. Did you end up watching the Gigan shorts before Toho took them off the internet?
No, I didn't get to. I think I was in Chicago actually when you were sending those to me, so I didn't get a chance.
Okay, I saved them on my phone so we can watch them before you leave.
I was gonna say, I think the it is gone. God damn it.
Yeah, they're great. They're actually so good. It's crazy.
I miss Gigan.
They brought him back.
I want more.
That's fair.
I want a fucking Toho movie every year. Just start churning them out.
Like back to the Heisei era.
Yeah, but get us back to that show.
Even like every 2 years would be fine.
I'd be. If we need to get like you know, like in the Marvel movies when they had like 1 or 2 a year coming out. Not like now when they've got like 5 or 6. So, you know, we need to get to that with them. We should have one Godzilla movie every spring and one random spin-off monster every summer.
And they totally could too, because Toho's fucking gigantic.
Yeah, they could do it.
They could do it.
What they need to cop to is they gotta put them in suits again. That's the thing.
Yeah, that's fair.
You
I mean, they can make suits. They proved that. They rebuilt the Showa Gigan suit, and it looks exactly like the Showa Gigan suit.
Yeah. Maybe Gigan's the thing they need.
They really just need to give Varan not a shit movie.
I still
That's the show. That's a Showa era Godzilla suit.
It looks so bad.
Yeah, it looks like a fucking cookie monster that they slapped like dinner plates on the back of.
Another thing that I can't get behind here is the blatant disrespect to Cookie Monster. One of the best designed puppets of all time.
It's just what the head looks like, right? Because he's got a really flat out mouth that like goes around like this.
Yeah.
Like he's got 2 plates on his head.
Yeah.
That's just what the Showa Godzilla looks like.
Yeah, because he's a friend of children, like Gamera. Godzilla at that time, he's a friend of children. You know, he can't be too scary.
That screenshot from
you got this guy, he's gonna terrify
that screenshot was from Ibra Horror of the Deep.
Manila was for to be friend with the children.
Manila was just to give like fucking nightmares to people.
You know, I really love Son of Godzilla, and I wear that on my sleeve.
That's a fair Showa
Great
movie.
movie.
That one doesn't bother me.
But the very first time I saw it, and I saw Manila in motion, my immediate thought was, that is the only creature in this universe that is unlovable. That son of a bitch is the worst thing I've ever seen. If it was in my home, I would beat it to death with a hammer.
You like Gabara?
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 No, I fucking hate that movie.
But as a monster, you don't like Gabara?
No.
You don't like the...
Why are you calling him that?
That's
I thought it was Gabara.
Nobody's ever called them that ever.
Wait, is this the one in All Monsters Attack?
Yeah, it's the green clown with the fingers.
Fuck that guy.
The lightning hands.
I'm gonna look at this guy just because I want to be mad at
catching these lightning hands.
So Final Wars was the last Godzilla in a suit.
Yes, outside of the specials that they've been releasing.
All right, you know what? Now that I'm actually seeing a picture of this guy, I kind of want to like him. But I know the movie surrounding him is such shit.
Yeah, that's probably why Toho still hasn't released a Bandai vinyl of that guy.
I really think franchises need to start embracing their cringier aspects. So maybe the solution is put all your money on Gabara or Gabara or whatever. Like maybe the fight in the new Toho one should be Gavra versus Godzilla.
There is allegedly more than one monster.
It's probably gonna be Muto. I'm gonna tie it into legendary.
I'm saying allegedly because I know exactly what the other monster is.
What is it?
You want to know?
Yeah.
I mean, it's obviously not confirmed. The movie is still the
Tell
way,
me
right?
to use your words.
It's Normie.
Normie.
Normie. And he's a non-radioactive Godzilla.
Oh, so that I found that right at place.
Yeah. Normie is normal Godzilla. Non-radioactive.
Isn't that just a lizard?
He's more based on like whales and shit.
It's like I don't know idea. But yeah, they both get created, and the reason it's like a Showa era film is because it's like basically the plot of War of Gargantuas.
Oh well, that's fine then, because that's a great movie.
Have you actually watched that since
I mean, no.
you had the revelation that we watched it together?
I've seen the snippets of it that exist in Godzilla against Mechagodzilla because that happened canonically in that universe for some reason.
Cause it's a great movie.
You gotta see Frankenstein versus Bear God too.
I need to watch that,
Whips
actually.
ass.
So the post it says natural Godzilla, design based on whales, smoother skin, head more based on orca, one large fin-like spine, several smaller ones.
Fuck. That's not like a skepticism plot. That's dead ass what it is. Look at the logo for the movie. It's a picture of Normie.
Is it really?
It's
That'd be pretty funny.
It's a picture of Normie.
I didn't.
You know?
I didn't see the picture. Like,
It's a Godzilla with one giant spine.
what's it called?
Oh,
Godzilla Zero.
I kind of see it. Yeah.
Yeah. It's a picture of Normie.
I just thought it was a G.
Are we talking about the same shit?
Yes. It is supposed to be the letter G, but it's Normie.
All right.
What year is it coming out?
Next year.
Next year. November 3rd of 2023.
Oh, it's November 3rd. I thought it was November 23rd.
No, it's on Godzilla Day.
Okay.
Which hopefully they'll just do a theatrical release in the United States since they've been doing like theatrical releases for Godzilla movies on November 3rd for the past couple years.
They'll probably do like a Showa era one just to piss you off, and then later in the year they'll put the actual movie out. Cause didn't they put Shin out a few months after?
July 29th, Japan, July 28th here. I knew because it came out on my birthday.
Okay.
And it didn't get shown until like October 16th or so in the States.
I remember that.
But that was back when Toho didn't realize that people actually liked Godzilla in other countries, and now they like embrace it and try to sell that shit off everywhere to everything. Anybody that wants a piece of like the franchise will like give them money.
I'm okay
So-
with that.
So like hopefully they realize that they would at least have a box or a decent turnout. Godzilla against Mechagodzilla was like I think it was the top 5 highest grossing.
I think it was number 6.
Yeah, like that's crazy. That's so weird.
But it's.
I want to attribute it to Godzilla's popularity, but I also wonder if it's not just there are so few fucking movies in theaters right now.
Could be.
Well, now we've got Black Panther, I guess.
Is that actually out?
It's out today.
Okay.
I read the Wikipedia synopsis today.
Nice.
You want to know what happens in it? You'll have to go to a theater and find out, motherfucker.
Fuck, that's crazy.
Pay for that shit. Or just go on Wikipedia like I'm doing right now to reread it and make sure that they didn't add a post-credit scene or something.
Hell yeah. Yeah. Also,
Oh, did you know that Black Panther died?
in Godzilla Zero, it is actually just the 1954 plot more or less. So like Sarazawa's back and the Oxygen Destroyer's back and all that shit. Allegedly.
Is Godzilla Zero the unofficial official name?
It's the title that came out with like the synopsis leak or whatever.
Oh, okay.
And that's just what everybody refers to it now. Kind of like when Shin Godzilla was Godzilla Resurgence, because that was like the international title that like leaked that like Eastern countries still kind of ran with.
They used that over here for its theatrical release, didn't they?
Mm-hmm.
That's sort of
It was
nice.
released as Shin Godzilla.
Interesting.
That's what my ticket says upstairs. Still got it.
Damn, I wish I had a ticket. Maybe I do. I don't remember. I like that the working title for the movie is Blockbuster Monster Movie. Like, goddamn right it is.
Yeah, I mean, they announced that this movie like a couple years ago. Like, they said that Toho is working on like a new live-action monster movie, but like they said it wasn't a Godzilla movie,
Well, yeah,
and it was. Oh, got him!
Maybe it was like retrofitted to be a Godzilla. Maybe it wasn't intended to be, and then they were like, maybe they're as worried about it as you are, and they're like, this is a piece of shit. Well, how can we make this thing shine a little bit? And the solution is we make one of the things Godzilla.
It literally is a Showa era film then, because that was like half of the Showa films.
Yeah, that's
Like Ibra Horror of the Deep, Godzilla was not a character in that script.
Oh, I remember.
It was Kong.
It's Kong.
Yeah. No, like, fuck, nobody likes Monkey. Put the lizard in.
People fucking love Monkey. And by people, I mean Reed.
Just read.
Just three.
That can't possibly be true because you want to know which Godzilla movie people showed up for? Was it King of the Monsters? No. Was it versus Kong? Fuck yeah, it was. Fuck yeah, it was.
Yeah, well, they
Even though it was on HBO Max, they still showed up.
Yeah, they hyped that shit up though, for sure.
They
With
hyped
the
it up.
whole,
And-
with the battle. I was like
And
fucking.
You gonna tell me people didn't want to see that fucking monkey eat shit?
It was like that dragon. It was like that Dragon Ball Z fight that was coming out like 5 years ago. Or whatever. I know. Not purple-haired man.
Oh, that was such a sick.
You know, like you got Goku versus every Dragon Ball Z character.
When are they gonna do Goku versus Godzilla?
That's a great question.
I feel like that's gotta be inevitable. Like, if it's not in this century, in the next. It might not be in our lifetimes that Goku and Godzilla finally meet, but it will be in our great-great-grandchildren's lives. They will live to see the legacy
Shit, you're right.
of Goku and Godzilla.
I would love that.
Would you?
No. I'd hate Dragon Ball.
Godzilla hitting the Kamehameha breath.
That would be pretty sick.
Yeah.
Man, I just want another like King Kong solo movie, but like an actual good one, not like the last one they did. Not like Skull Island. Skull Island kind of. We need a good one again.
You didn't like Skull Island?
Yeah, it's okay. That's like the best I could.
I think it's a better standalone MonsterVerse movie than Godzilla 2014 is.
Well,
Just from the
that's-
fact that it's more entertaining, I guess.
That's damning with faint praise, though. You know, like 2014, pretty bad.
It sucks.
It pretty much sucks.
It sucks.
Kong Skull Island does not suck. That doesn't mean it's that much better.
It's, yeah.
It doesn't outright suck. I wouldn't even say it sucks.
At least they got like a likable cast and kept them in the movie.
It has a very good cast.
They didn't kill Bryan Cranston in 5 seconds.
It's hard to argue with John C. Reilly appearing in any movie, period.
Yeah, that's fair.
And John Goodman.
And Samuel L.
And
Jackson.
Samuel L. Jackson. And Brie Larson.
Hey, Brie
And
Larson.
Tom Hiddleston.
And Tom Hiddleston's a hit. Brie Larson is literally plays Brie Larson in that movie, and I hate it.
You have a long-standing beef with Brie Larson that I
She-
do
I
not
just
entirely
don't-
understand.
Yeah. She just the way that
She's
she
a talented
presents
actress.
herself in every movie, because she just doesn't act, right? She just is herself in every. Like, the way she has like the same persona in every movie.
She's got a lot of range. I mean, in the blockbuster movies, yeah, she's kind of like fitting into whatever parameters they set for her. But so is Tom Hiddleston, you know? Tom Hiddleston in that movie is stretching, though. And I will say, since then, have not seen him do it again. Have not seen him play that kind of persona in a blockbuster.
That's fair.
Right back to Loki land.
Yeah. Shit, he probably doesn't have to do much and just coast on the money from that.
What you gotta see Brie Larson in is this little movie called Short Term 12 from like 10 years ago. Is the first thing I saw her, and it's awesome, and it's got a bunch of people in it that are
You didn't
famous
see
now.
her first in Scott Pilgrim versus the World,
Oh, that must have been it. Yeah,
where
You're right.
she
You're
plays
right.
Brie Larson.
Okay, well then if it's not Brie Larson, she doesn't play Brie Larson. in
Yeah,
that.
she does. She's the bitchy blonde girl.
You are projecting the bitchy part on there, blonde shirt. You're projecting that first.
That's
part.
literally her character in that movie.
Yeah, but if you're, what I mean is, you're saying she's playing herself. You're projecting the bitchy part onto Brie Larson. You have retrofitted Brie Larson's personality because you have determined her to be a
She plays
bitch.
that character in commercials too.
A bitch?
Yeah, you know, they put her in the new Nissan Z commercial, and it's like I don't even want to buy the car. What the fuck?
Where's this energy for like when, say, Matthew McConaughey does a car commercial? Because Matthew McConaughey is absolutely guilty of playing himself and everything. But I don't hear you saying he's playing that dickhead pedophile Texan. But I do hear you coming for bitchy Brie Larson. So what's the difference here?
I guess it's
Pearson
probably-
Justin.
I guess it's probably because Matthew McConaughey like isn't in media anymore that like I'm exposed.
All right,
to.
then what about when Sam Jackson sells credit cards?
What does he do that on like cable television commercials?
What is Brie Larson doing on like cable television commercials?
No, she's
ads
on-
before YouTube videos.
Yes, exactly.
Sam
yeah.
Jackson
Sponsor
doesn't
that.
swear in the commercials.
Does Brie
That
Larson?
sucks.
Well, it's,
No,
Brie
Brie Larson
Larson's-
just glares at the
does
camera.
Brie Larson swear in regular movies?
Hold on, let me pull up the entire script of Kong Skull Island and
Uh,
Control F on all swear words and see who says them.
I don't know. I've got
But like, if we're gonna do this, we might as well just go to the number one guy lately. It's Chris Pratt.
Mario.
Does he do advertisements?
No, he just is the same voice and everything.
I
Chris
guess.
Chris Pratt playing Chris Pratt. Yeah, he kind of is like.
He
He also does just like play that one character, which is like what it also looks like he presents himself as like IRL and like interviews and shit like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, he is. He
He
does
is
the same
that.
thing, 100%.
So why isn't he a bitch? Riddle me that.
I don't know,
I mean,
because he's not. His personality's not angry and annoyed towards the audience or cast, right?
Brie Larson is?
Yes.
When?
In every movie
Give
she's
me
in.
a specific example.
Captain Marvel.
What about her performance comes through in that? That she was
The
like
entire thing.
aggressive towards the cast and the audience.
The entire movie.
How?
That's just the character that she's playing in it. It's like a very angry person.
She's not angry in that movie.
Sure seems like she is.
So wait. Okay. Why can't she be angry in that movie? What's the problem with being angry?
she was kidnapped and taken to space.
She was literally kidnapped and taken to space. Wait, are you talking about how at the end she beats the shit out of Jude Law? Because I'm sorry, he is literally the villain of that movie.
I don't.
You paid to see a
I
villain
don't.
get
I-
the shit kicked out.
I
of him.
don't even know who that is.
You don't know who that is?
No.
Pierce, did you see this movie?
I did. Once.
I'm kind of. I saw it once too.
Yeah.
Even I know who Jude Law is.
Yeah, I remember that there was a little cat alien guy in it, and he was the best part of the movie. You can't tell me that the cat wasn't great.
I wouldn't.
It's fair. Cats.
I'm just wanting you to examine some of your biases here because they're a little concerning.
I,
Oh, the character in Scott Pilgrim is that.
for sure.
but that doesn't mean she's
But then everyone in Scott Pilgrim is awful.
That's true, but and are we calling out Scott Pilgrim for that?
But I mean, Scott Pilgrim is a terrible person.
Yeah, but we're not calling Michael Cera a terrible person for that, are we?
I haven't seen Michael Cera in
Anything
anything
else.
like ever.
What about Scott Pilgrim?
Well, outside of that, that's the one movie, right?
Okay.
What else? What other huge movies was he in?
Superbad?
I don't. Okay, I saw Superbad like once when it came out, and we were like actual children. you know when that movie came out a long time ago. Never wanted to watch it since.
Juno?
Juno.
He's in Arrested Development.
Yeah, okay.
Nick and Nora's Infinite Playlist. Apparently he's in Barbie, the upcoming Barbie film.
Who's he playing?
I don't know, Barbie? Do I look like I fucking know?
No chance he's Ken.
There actually is a chance because apparently a huge chunk of the cast is all playing Barbie, different versions of Barbie, and then a huge chunk is also just playing different versions of Ken.
Okay.
So he could very well be Ken.
It's a Ken multiverse.
I think it is kind of a multiverse thing.
Ken into the Kenverse.
Will Ferrell's in that movie. Jesus. I don't see Michael Cera's name on the official cast list. Doctor Who's in that as Ken. Doctor Who is in it as Ken. God damn it, they got them all.
Doctor Who is Ken.
Doctor Who is Ken.
Is that the next Doctor? Ken?
Dr. Ken.
It is the next Doctor
Excuse me, Dr. Ken.
who is Ken. So yes, we finally got a Ken who is also Doctor Who. Finally, the worlds of Barbie and Doctor Who will meet at long last. The Hooniverse. Oh, there is Michael Cera. Holy shit.
Who's he?
Your guess is as good as mine. It
Is
has
it
not
just,
been
is it
reported.
just a name?
It's no, it does not. It has not been announced who he's playing.
This is Ken number.
Just that he's in it. Man, why didn't they ask me to be in Barbie? I would have been such a good Ken.
Insane.
Shelby questions Jude Law, the villain in Rise of the Guardians.
Rise of the Guardians? What's that?
You know, I've seen that movie, and I'm gonna, you know, Pierce, I'm sorry for getting so hard on you about Jude Law, really, because I dead ass forgot Jude Law was in that and could not tell you who the villain of that movie is, and I watched it with Shelby a year ago.
What is
You're the
Rise
only
of the
You're the
Guardians?
only one that's seen it.
It's the animated movie from a while back about like Santa Claus and the Easter Bunny and all these other like holiday
Oh,
Jack
yeah.
Frost, and they have to like
Jack Frost.
team up.
Jack Frost was in there. Didn't
Yeah.
everyone want to fuck him? Not the characters, but like real life people.
Oh, probably. That seems like a Tumblr thing.
Allegedly also Pitch Black, but I haven't watched Riddick movies since like
Pitch Black.
they came out. Chronicles of Riddick.
Wait, what about Pitch Black?
Maybe Pitch Black.
Apparently
is-
he's in that.
Oh, I see.
With Vin Diesel.
Jude Law, he is the young pope. From The Young Pope.
What?
The Young Pope, the show, The Young Pope. You don't know The Young
I don't
Pope?
Know, I don't know that one.
It's about the young pope.
Sorry,
Pierce.
I don't watch religious media.
As I understand it, he is a young, sexy pope who fucks. So, is it religious? Maybe.
Sounds kind of inaccurate.
I'm not saying it's historically accurate, Pierce. I'm just saying it exists.
Okay.
Jude Law, where you been lately? Pope Pius the 13th. I think I know my Roman numerals.
I don't even know what this person looks like.
Yes, you do. It's Jude Law.
I'm googling a picture right
You
now.
know who Jude Law is.
Okay. I've seen things with this person in it, I'm sure.
One of them is Captain Marvel.
Oh, wow.
To circle back. Oh, wait, he was Watson in the Sherlock Holmes movies with Robert Downey
Oh,
Jr.
shit. Okay.
Oh, wait, he's Dumbledore now, too.
Oh, I don't like Harry Potter.
You don't have to like it. I'm just telling you.
Okay.
I don't like it either.
As like a reference, I don't watch the movies, so I wouldn't recognize him as new Dumbledore.
Oh, I haven't seen that shit either. He's got a Star Wars show coming out soon, too.
He dies?
Yeah, Skeleton Crew. I have no clue what that's about.
That sounds incredible.
You know, I hear Andor is like getting better all the time, and I'm kind of pissed that apparently that one's good. Because I haven't liked any of this shit.
We watched the first episode of it probably about 4 weeks ago and haven't touched it since.
I hear it just keeps getting better and better.
Yeah.
People who are like straight up haters of the series as a whole are like, this is the shit.
Interesting.
It's bringing in
It's
people
probably
who hate
because it's
Star
like
Wars.
it's okay. They hate Star Wars and they like Andor. It's probably because Andor is like the least Star Wars media that Star Wars has ever made.
Maybe.
Because like I'm pretty sure the rules that they had to adhere to was no blasters, no lightsabers, no powers.
I think there would have to be blasters in it, but I do know that the lightsaber shit holds. That's true.
Yeah.
But like, if it's about the rebellion, they would have to have blasters, right? Like, there's stormtroopers in this shit. You tell me they're not going to shoot at anyone? They gotta shoot
They
at
might.
someone.
Yeah. Who knows? They just Mandalorian stuff and they just use like fucking regular bullets.
Man, I can't believe
Shooting somebody with a blaster sounds like the least effective way to kill somebody ever. Immediately cauterize the wound so they don't have any bleeding.
Well,
Good job.
apparently it works because a stormtrooper in full armor drops dead with one blast.
You're right. You're right. Hits him in the shin, he's done for.
They really do be like that.
Yeah. Seems kind of weird.
I feel like
There's got to be something else going on.
It
Right?
really seems like some of these Star Wars movies are not scientifically accurate.
Wait, whoa.
What do you mean? They're
Whoa.
perfectly accurate.
What?
There's 2 suns.
That you got me there.
Holy shit!
You got me there.
There is! We're back. We made it.
Full circle.
Full
We
circle.
did it. How many suns are in the Star Wars series?
Infinite.
We got Luke. We got Han. We got Obi-Wan.
Are you just going over all the boys?
Yeah, I'm counting boys.
Yeah, sons can only be boys.
Got me there. The concept of gender in the Star Wars universe, very complex. We all know this because in the first 3 movies, there were only 2 women seen at all. 3. There were 3.
All right, name them, bet you will.
Luke's aunt, whose name escapes me.
Baru.
Yep.
Leia, and I can't think of the other one's name from Return of the Jedi, but she's in Andor. The woman who says,
She's the one like.
"Many Bothans died to bring us this information." That lady, I can't think of her name.
Okay.
Mothma, something like that. I don't know.
Mothra?
Yeah, Mothra. Mothra's in it.
Holy fuck! Imagine if they brought Mothra back again at this point.
I
In
would.
like a Toho movie.
I know you're not saying this from a place of actual joy, but
That's
Pierce,
what-
I would shit myself and
That's what
cry.
Godzilla and Kong is. They're gonna fight Mothra.
Mothra's just back. I wouldn't be surprised if Mothra's just like a random like plot point or background character in Godzilla and Kong.
It's kind of her role. It would be.
Oh wait, no, why would they bring her back now? They didn't put her in Godzilla vs. Kong anywhere, and then they like did all that weird like news info stuff where like all the other Titans are like dead or whatever the hell before Godzilla vs. Kong starts.
She'll probably be in like the
Mothra
Hollow
TV
Earth.
show. Oh,
Mothra
okay.
Yeah.
died in King of the Monsters, right?
No. Yes.
I don't
Yes.
remember. Mothra's come back. You can't keep a good moth down.
Yeah, I guess, but every other time
Becca
they
Mothra.
every time they did that, there was also like the illusion that like another one exists, right? There's an egg or there's larva or something, and they just literally didn't do that.
Well,
No.
like
Mothra didn't have enough time to fuck in that movie because
No,
she
Moth-
hatches and then goes and dies.
Yeah.
it could have happened off screen.
It's like we had the entire Mothra plot line in like 5 minutes of screen time.
Mothra's just hanging out by a waterfall.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Cocoon.
Water egg hatches,
Fly.
flies away, battles once, dies.
Gets bug zapped.
We got the whole Mothra timeline nailed down. They got it down to a science.
Listen, there's been a lot of advancements in film
Like-
technology.
I think Mothra's only thing is like she stings one of them, and don't they live anyways?
Yeah, no, she stings Rodan, and then Rodan's like literally fine at the end of the movie. He's just like, okay, hi. In Mothra like fucking dies.
Listen, it's her right to die if she wants. If Mothra wants to do something, I
Mothra.
trust her to have a good reason.
Mothra's pro-choice on dying.
Me too.
Holy shit. Oh, hot news,
I mean, there's
completely
companies
irrelevant
that
to
are-
anything. Apparently, cryptocurrency is finally going to be regulated by the government.
I did hear about that. I hear it's tanking real hard
It's
right now.
tanking.
It has been for a while.
The company FTX just went down, and
That's
no
true.
one will buy them.
Yeah.
Who could have seen this coming? No one.
I mean, if it does cryptocurrency things, it's just gonna go up in 6 times the peak of what it was this time last year, or some fucking dumb shit like that, and we're gonna have another bunch of like 15-year-old millionaires.
Who will be millionaires for about a week and then lose it all.
They'll
again.
spend all their money because they're irresponsible 15-year-olds.
Either that, or they'll put it all back into crypto, and
Holy
then crypto will
shit.
tank
Holy
again,
shit, yeah.
and then they'll be destitute, and the cycle continues anew.
Yeah.
Everyone knows crypto only goes up.
Crypto only goes up,
It
baby.
never loses value if you don't sell it.
You got
Who would have thought?
Because technically, you see the fucking yen collapsed?
No, I don't pay attention to money, stock.
I mean,
stonk.
the only reason I know that the yen fucking tanked in value is because I buy shit from overseas, and everything is dirt fucking cheap because the yen crashed so hard.
So you're telling me if I want to get some cool Godzilla figures, I should do it now?
Yeah, actually.
Oh,
And the Godzilla store is now available for international shipping through Bai.
okay. Merry Christmas to Reed.
Yeah.
Hey,
'Cause
also,
I bought the new Gigan figure. It was like 50,000 yen or something like that, which used to be like $50, right? It used to be like an equal conversion by like the thousands, right? You just like divide it.
What is it now?
I paid like $38.
I could do that.
Yeah, like.
Yeah, I have a random thing to say now that I'm seeing the logo for this stream right now with the DDB in the middle. I just want you to know you sent it to me last night and I saw the DDB and my brain immediately autofilled dick balls.
Nice, let's go.
Just want you to know.
It's kind of like the peak of my artistic career is the thumbnails for these shows.
Yeah. They're pretty good.
I put more effort in the thumbnail of these shows than I put in like my entire channel combined in like every other sector.
Included right now.
Yeah.
That's fair.
Well, no. This is like the most fun part of the channel.
But yeah, the random bullshitting after we read
That's
our
like
Sparks
nobody
Notes conspiracy theories.
Like nobody watches except for like maybe some deranged people. How many views did the last stream actually end up with? Like after stream views, like it tells me. Especially now that YouTube's okay, that's incredible. Why? Also, like, thanks YouTube for finally fucking categorizing itself and separating videos, live streams, and shorts so they're not all on the same fucking page.
Amen.
Like, that's so dumb. Now somebody can go to the channel and literally click the live button and it'll just show Doomsday Bunker.
Like, did you actually make it a short, or did you? It just decided one of your videos was a short?
No, none of mine were shorts. With the way I've been doing reviews lately, I could fucking make them shorts and just be like, this shit's ass, buy it. Because that's kind of what they've been. I mean, I like...
Shit sucks.
Like, the way that I've been doing them now is like, no cut, just straight one take of me just sitting in the hallway upstairs, right? Yeah. And then just like talking about it and like being non-technical about anything.
These live streams get more views than your reviews.
That's actually crazy.
What?
But the reviews will go up over time. If I was reviewing like a current figure, it would be a lot higher, right? Yeah. But I selected the wrong shipping option the last time I picked figures, and they'll be here in 3 to 6 months.
3 to 6 months.
It's already been 1.5, so, and the estimation was 4 to 7. So
it'll be here like before you die.
Yeah. R.I.P. my Godzilla Terrestrius, Batra, and Megaguirus, all just in a fucking box on a ship somewhere in the middle of the ocean.
Hey, speaking of Godzilla things.
Yeah.
I checked my Criterion set. I'm gonna have to get some replacements.
Yeah, it's fucked now.
Yeah, it's fucked now.
Mine's fucked too.
I was pretty disappointed, I must say, because it had held out for about 1.5 years.
I actually got in contact with them. They don't replace like the book portion that's like fucked up. They only will send you new discs if you prove that your discs don't like work anymore.
How do you prove it? Just send them a picture?
I don't know. Yeah. And you have to pay them $10 to do it.
Shipping. Listen, I'm a Criterion stan. I'll forgive them for this.
Realistically, even if your discs were fine, you could just say, "Oh, all my discs are fucked," and then get like all the discs shipped to you, and then just like flip them.
That's true.
Like, what are they gonna do?
I'm probably not gonna do that though, because I do want to watch them. That's the thing.
Well, no, you're getting an extra set.
Yeah. Well, then I'd have to flip the fucked up ones. What you're saying?
Did you at least pull your discs back into the right location and then lay your book flat?
No. No, I said, damn, that sucks, and then I leaned it back against the entertainment center.
Oh my god, okay. Alright.
Would you like me to do that when I get home tonight for you?
It would prevent them from being in worse condition than they are. You know?
I guess.
Yeah.
It's not like I'm gonna watch them anyway. I got glue on them.
Why'd they make that shit so fucking bad?
I mean, look, the rest of the thing is beautiful.
The presentation of the book itself is great, but why does the least focused part of the entire collection the thing that you're actually buying?
Listen, they're thinking the collectors already own 3,000 copies of these movies. This will just be another, but the prettier packaging.
I guess, yeah. I mean, well...
Or, I don't know, maybe they just got the wrong glue.
A lot of people don't have, like, Son of Godzilla, because, like, that's, like, one of those, like, randomly hard to find pieces of
Because all the best ones.
media. Right, yeah. The unobtainium of Biollante still.
Speaking of unobtainium, Avatar 2 watch. How long is that? Let's see. We got an official runtime.
It's like 3 hours and some
I
change.
want to put this up. I'm really hyped for this movie. Are you hyped for this movie, Pierce?
I'm not gonna go watch it.
You're not?
No.
That's what everyone said last time. And then what happened? What happened then? What happened to everybody? That's right. Highest grossing movie of all time.
I didn't watch it.
Highest grossing movie of all time.
I didn't watch
No,
it.
then it wasn't, and then they re-released it.
Highest grossing of all
They
time.
re-released it in China so they could get it back.
Are we still in the same ecosystem to where it will? Because like wasn't like the pull of it like, oh, the CGI is like ahead of its time. Like look at this.
And so is this one.
And now it's like everything is like decent CGI, and I think that takes like the main draw of it away. At least a lot of it.
All right.
The
Before
3D was huge too.
Yeah, but okay. So 3D's been dead for a while.
Uh-huh.
Also, everyone voiced these exact same doubts in 2009 when the first one came out. Let us not forget that when the original came out, everyone said James Cameron is done. Titanic in the past, it will never happen again. Blue Cat people, who wants to see that? At least $1 billion with people. Anyway, the big advance in Avatar 2 is a majority of it was shot underwater, mocap underwater, which is really hard to do because you have all these sources of light that are getting diffused by the water. And they have to read all the dots on you, right? So they can't because it all just gets reflected all over. So the computer's not sure what to read. So they had to develop a new system to figure out how to read mocap underwater. And it took them a fucking decade. And now we get to see the results in just a month. Avatar 2, The Way of Water, in theaters December 16th.
Okay, so that sounds like nifty and all, but like, does anybody outside of like people in the film industry actually care?
Well,
Reed does,
at least $1 billion worth of people did 10 years ago.
But that wasn't the underwater bullshit that you just explained.
That's true, but it was still grounded.
Is that seriously why it took 10 years?
That's apparently part of it. And also, James Cameron is also a freak who genuinely likes being underwater, so he made like 4 documentaries in submarines in that time, which was apparently all research for Avatar. This is genuinely like this man's whole
How
world
many
as
movies
passionate
of Avatar did he plan on making? Like
There's
4?
like 4 more.
4? Is he going to be alive when the last one comes out if they're all going to be 10
Thing
years
is,
apart?
I don't think he's. I think the plan is to like release a bang, bang, bang.
They have 2 in the bank right now. They shot the second and third one simultaneously. Post that, it depends on how well those perform. So like, if as you predict, they will flop.
I
We
mean,
will probably
I don't
only
think
get
I
2
don't
more
think
and
they'll
it'll be
flop,
done.
but it's not going to be like last time.
Who knows? Who's to say? Who's to say?
So adjusted for inflation,
Yeah.
Avatar is 15th overall.
And Gone with the Wind is number 1, right?
Gone with the Wind is first, and it's $1 billion higher than Avatar.
Yeah, the Gone with the Wind's everyone's chasing that. We will never beat that.
And Star Wars: A New Hope is
Godzilla
was about
0.
200 million off.
Godzilla 0, highest grossing movie of all time.
The original Star Wars, I guess.
Honestly, let's do it. Let's make it happen, folks.
I think that if they just did a unified global release like that most people do with big movies these days, I think it would work a lot better. But like when you have it separated by months and months and months, people like kind of
They're still separate ones. Like Marvel movies don't all come out at the same time across the world.
They're usually a day ahead in a lot of countries, and then we get it, and then like I don't know.
Hey, read
Let me
your-
see.
China
read
gets it
your
super late or
movie
some shit.
guide. What the hell is Dr. Zhivago?
Dr. Zhivago, it's based on the novel Dr. Zhivago by an author I can't remember.
Hell yeah.
But it's like it's a historical epic by the filmmaker David Lean, who made Lawrence of Arabia, and he was really, really big in the 60s, so that was like an event film.
Okay,
So everyone's
it's
on
8th overall. 9th is The Exorcist.
Yeah, Exorcist was big. Exorcist was big. It's crazy to think now, like, the kind of movies that could genuinely be the highest grossing of all time, that would just never get that kind of traction now. Like, if The Exorcist came out today, it would make money. It would not make that
And
money.
then 10 is Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs.
See, and that's exactly my thought process for Avatar too. It's just like it's not new now, right?
Well, it is the new one.
And imagine all the people that went and saw the first one that accumulated all that money and they didn't like it, and they're not going to go and see the second one because because they don't care.
Well, you don't make $1 billion by people only watching the movie once.
I don't think E.T.
I
would
don't.
hit the same.
That math doesn't necessarily check out because there's more than 1 billion people in the world, and usually movie tickets are at least like $10. So realistically, how many movie tickets do you need to sell to hit 1 billion?
For a 3-hour movie that has a very limited number of showtimes every day.
Have y'all seen E.T.?
Yeah.
No.
Is it worthy of being 4th overall?
Oh, fuck yeah. E.T. I saw it. They re-released it for its 40th anniversary this summer, and I went to see it, and I straight up cried. I did not expect to be so swept up in it. It was awesome.
Damn, alright.
It's genuinely that good. It's like, remember we saw, or no, you didn't see Raiders with me, did you? You saw Last Crusade.
Yeah.
When I saw Raiders in the theater, though, I had a similar reaction, and then I went to see E.T., which was Spielberg's next movie, and I was like, oh my god, they're like the same thing. Just one of them's got aliens and one of them's got a dude with a cool hat. It's great.
I think I'd rather watch Cool Hat Guy.
No, you should see E.T. if you haven't. It's awesome.
We once tried to watch Indiana Jones.
They fucking rip.
It was okay.
They fucking rip.
Ben Hur?
It didn't get me.
Yeah, another historical epic.
Okay. It's The Sting.
It's a caper movie. Like we would probably call it a heist movie nowadays. Where's that at on the list?
The Sting's 21.
That's crazy. That's like, okay, for perspective, that's like if Ocean's 11 was the one of the highest grossing movies of all time.
Yeah, The Sting is one above Raiders.
Really?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
And followed by The Graduate.
Again, another one that would never make that kind of money today.
Grease is above The Avengers,
I believe that. Wholeheartedly.
which is... Oh, fuck that. Jurassic World is 30.
Yeah.
Thunderball.
Wait, is Thunderball the highest James Bond one in that list?
It's... I think so.
That's
Thunderball, 32.
kind of bananas.
Which is above The Dark Knight.
I believe that. Pierce, what are you looking up so sternly?
I was trying to figure out what the highest grossing Japanese Godzilla movie was outside of like Shin Godzilla, because it's obviously in the first one.
What is it?
None of the lists are telling you Japanese ones. It's all like the U.S. releases only. So it's like Godzilla, the legendary movies, and then there's like 2000, Millennium, and like Shin Godzilla, because those got U.S. releases.
Ghostbusters.
Classic Godzilla 2000 is getting an actual U.S. release, like when the movie came out. Why?
Check IMDb for the numbers. They might have one there. IMDb.
Goldfinger was 48 overall.
That's a pretty good one. You know what else has dope underwater sequences? Thunderball. James Cameron was watching Thunderball and was like, what if we did this but with cat people that are blue and on another planet?
That's like the one where they just have like the giant war underwater with like spear guns at the end, right? Okay.
Yeah,
I just wanted to make sure that was what that one was.
Here's a movie I really want to see. I've only seen parts of Blazing Saddles.
I haven't seen all that either. I think that's on HBO Max right now.
This isn't fucking categorized or ordered, so that's.
I really like all the people online that are like, you couldn't make Blazing Saddles in today's PC culture when they literally just made a remake of Brooks.
What?
They remade Blazing Saddles as an animated film for children.
What?
I don't remember the title. Let me see.
Okay.
Alright, I got the number.
What is it?
Take a guess. I want to see if you get it.
What am I guessing though?
Oh, the highest grossing Toho Godzilla movie outside of Shin.
Just a second. Let me get this movie name and then I'll do it.
The Rocky Horror.
Paws of Fury: The Legend of Hank. Came out this year. With Michael Cera in the lead.
Oh damn! There. Okay. All right. Checks
Alright,
out.
I got one more for
yeah.
you. The Rocky Horror Picture Show at 85, followed by Rocky at 86.
That's pretty good. Rocky Horror is still making money though. That's the thing. It could just keep climbing the ranks for all the time.
Yeah.
That's pretty good. Okay, highest grossing Toho.
Let me interrupt you again really
Yeah.
fast. I think that for next time we do this, I'm going to end the stream and then just start a bullshit stream, so they're like separated.
That's actually a good idea.
A good idea, yeah.
You
I mean, like
call-
I'm gonna keep this one rolling now because we're too
Call-
far into it.
Call
but-
it office hours or something.
Okay, all right.
Can we do this like 20 questions? Like, can I get hints?
Okay, sure.
Is it Showa or Heisei or Millennium?
That's
That's
not
3
20 questions. That's
You're
3
right.
questions.
Is it Showa?
Yes.
Is it in the 60s?
Yes.
Son of Godzilla.
Is it?
No.
Damn, I wasn't even impressed.
Son of Godzilla.
Oh, it's got to be King Kong versus Godzilla.
Yeah. That one just. That one made $56 million.
I don't know how I should get that immediately.
You want to know? Do you have any wild guesses what the second highest one is? It's like such a weird curveball to me. I don't understand.
One of the Mecha Godzillas.
Those do perform better than most of the films, though.
Yeah. I don't know. Invasion of Astro Monster.
No.
What is it?
Godzilla versus Space Godzilla.
Really?
It's 49 million.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Well, I think it always seems like Space Godzilla is a weirdly popular monster
And
compared to others.
I don't know why, because I don't find him that interesting.
I think it's just the novelty of like, this is a Godzilla but from space.
Well,
Yeah, but like, is that cooler than like Kiryu?
To a normie, maybe.
Like,
You got to get out of the like fandom mindset and think about like, what does the average normie on the street think when they see Godzilla shit?
that's fair.
Are they gonna like go to the one that's like Godzilla versus Megalon, even though that's a great movie with Jet Jaguar and shit? Or are they gonna go for the ones like Godzilla versus Space Godzilla? Who is that Space Godzilla with the giant spikes coming out of him, and he's from space and shit? This one must be an epic. Yeah. I'm not saying they have taste. I'm just saying this is the normie mindset.
People didn't like the Millennium series, huh?
Well, they didn't release any of them outside of Japan, did they? In theaters?
Just Godzilla 2000.
Yeah.
That one made 34 million. Then Megaguirus made 13, which I mean, okay. GMK 20. Godzilla against Mechagodzilla 20. Tokyo SOS 14. Final Wars 14.
Damn.
I can't believe more people went and saw Godzilla against Mechagodzilla than Godzilla Final Wars.
Holy shit.
I can. I feel like the thing was it was like just slowly declining in popularity. So by the time I got to Final Wars, everyone's like, "Yeah, who gives a shit?"
That's
Let me read you 125 through 129.
Yep.
Toy Story 120 starting at 125. Toy Story, Toy Story 2, Captain Marvel, Shrek, Shrek the Third.
Of course.
Hmm.
Was Shrek 2 higher on the
Shrek
list?
2 is much higher.
I figure. You ever think about how fucking popular Shrek was when it was like an ongoing thing?
Dude,
Shrek was everywhere.
I had the Shrek 2 CD in my SpongeBob radio.
Right? Oh man. The early 2000s, man, they really happened. We were there for it.
They did.
Can you believe that started off? It just got crazier from there.
That's how we ended up here. He made sure that never
Literally,
happened.
yes.
Yeah. I wonder if I can download the stream, trim the end live, and then re-upload it on like its own playlist hidden from the rest of the channel unless you're like looking for it. Watch on YouTube details. There usually is an edit button, right?
In theory.
It's technically a video. Shit, I have no idea. They changed the dashboard since like the last time I used this. Is it?
What this list really tells me is that John Rhimes scores all the bangers on the money makers,
It really does.
except for Gone with the Wind.
Yeah, for some reason nothing touches Gone with the Wind.
Well, it's probably the only movie that everyone talked about it, and it's adjusted so high for inflation when you were only paying a nickel for a movie back then.
Well, that's probably what carries a lot of Snow White as well. because it was coming out of a depression. But also, what Snow White has, and Gone with the Wind arguably has this too, is that you could take the entire family to see Snow White. Everyone can go see that. Everyone can probably go see Gone with the Wind too. It's just like, are the kids going to get bored? Almost certainly.
Yeah, I mean, E.T. as well.
E.T. can take the whole family too, for sure.
Star Wars, definitely.
Mhm.
It's probably not Titanic. The Ten Commandments, you get your religious factor.
Well, yeah, and the
And
other
that's
thing,
2 religions, not just one.
and the thing that
Ten Commandments is 6.
you keep bringing up all these historical epics, and you got to think, like, if they came out with, like, I don't know, well, literally in the early 2000s we had Gladiator, which was huge, and then like a million imitators, and none of them did as well. Like, for some reason we just lost the appetite for that. Or like with westerns,
I mean,
no one really gives a shit about them anymore.
you get like same shit would happen with like the Hunger Games format and all the teens that fought and shit, and that fell off fast.
Oh, but they got a prequel coming out soon.
Fuck that.
It's okay, I'll take that over the Harry Potter ones.
You're right.
I can't. What? I can't trim off the ends of stuff. So, wait. Just wait for the 3-hour-long pilot episode for Office Hours.
It's gonna be pretty fucking dope.
It just sucks because I have to download all 3 of these recent ones and then merge them together and edit it. Vegas is gonna have a fucking heart attack.
Well, your first mistake was using Vegas.
It's the easiest one to acquire,
And I just want to rip on Vegas.
and it's also the one that I know how to use.
That's
Barely.
I mean, you use one, you use them all.
Barely. Tight. Well, I guess, are we done? You want to go watch the guy again afterwards?
Oh, fuck yeah. Alright, dope. Peace
Dope.
out.
Ah!
We got better shit to do.
That's true. I'm gonna end the stream. Lamau.
Thanks for joining.